Call the member for Chifley.
Thanks, Deputy Speaker. In an era where we marvel at what technology enables us to do, we often think of the good things that it achieves, but we also do need to be mindful that technology can be used against people in very harmful ways. Not always, but there will be people, as is always the case, there are always bad apples that want to do terrible things. It's the responsibility of governments to frame up laws and approaches and empower its responsible agencies to deal with this. So in the debate around encryption last year, there was a recognition that we did need to allow security agencies to have a degree of power to tackle those bad actors that want to harm people. But in doing so, framing and using laws that will actually not, through overreach, undermine the very things that we rely upon. Encryption, as much as it has been framed in national security terms, is also about economic security, because it is a platform that allows businesses to build a commodity that is not necessarily tracked on a daily basis, but means a lot to people in the real world. It's the commodity that I would refer to as trust. Knowing that data can be provided between players in an environment where you trust that data is crucial. Yet this government and the laws that it put forward on encryption, truly bad framing of laws, ignoring the advice of so many people and then trashing the reputation of those in the know that have been cautioning about the way in which the government has botched encryption laws and effectively trashed Australia's tech industry reputation globally is a sight to behold. I was very glad to see this week a number of people who I have high regard for within Australia's tech sector speak so openly, led by Scott Farquhar from Atlassian, other people like WiseTech's Richard White, on top of that 99 Designs' Patrick Llewellyn, all these people saying this will have a terrible impact on Australia's tech industry because it's making others in other parts of the world doubt whether or not they can rely upon Australian tech. Terrible. This law has to be changed. We need to make sure we have proper judicial oversight in there. We need to make sure that elements of this bill, where it allows individual employees to be approached and compelled to assist and not tell people what they're doing and mess with a sensitive encryption system that undermines the basis of trust, these type of things have to be looked at. The recommendations of the Parliamentary Oversight Committee that have been completely ignored by this government need to be dealt with. These laws must change. We have to get the balance right between national security and economic security.